Alrighty, hey everyone, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. I know Bitcoin's going down, but it must feel good to know you knew Bitcoin was going down ahead of time, so you guys at least have some type of game plan, right? So today we're going to be smoking a cigar. My chest is feeling a little bit better today, or I guess I say my throat. Um, it's going to be a weird stream because we're streaming a little bit early. Bitcoin's moving down pretty fast. We're at 109,600. Smoke up a cigar, say hello to you guys, give Loki his daily treat, and then we're just going to get rocking and rolling, going over a little bit of news here, what's kind of causing this, besides the technicals, right? And then just chilling and talking about the market and kind of seeing where these new buying opportunities are going to be. I'm not going to we've been talking about a drop happening for what, 2-3 weeks now? It's starting to happen now. We'll be okay. I think people always get a little bit more flustered because Bitcoin's breaking down, sure, but their altcoins are coming down a lot more. So before I do this cigar thing here, Loki's over here whining because these are his new little favorite treats. They're little bison treats. He seems to like them a lot. Cost a many freaking fortune, but he likes them a lot. So you can see the dedication. The dedication. Good boy. And gently gets them. All right. You gotta move, Loki. Move like a cow. Move. There we go. He's been getting stepped on the last few days because he keeps on standing right next to my feet or rolled over. So I gotta really look at him now to get over. So let's get this thing rolling. This is the only cigar I have with me right now. I left my box in my car, and my car is at a friend's house because he's fixing it up for me, fixing a gasket or something like that. So, whoopty me, got no car today. Well, I got a car, but not the car I want to drive. So, what I'm going to do, light this bad boy up. Hopefully you guys have all had a good day despite Bitcoin coming down. I'm looking at altcoins also coming down quite a bit too. It does not look that pretty. All right, there we go. I made the mistake of sitting on this earlier today, so it's not the perfect cigar, but it's the cigar that's going to do. So, hey, Crypto Ricky, DJ, Jamrock, happy to see all of you guys in here. Let's hop over here to this one for now. Let me make my face just a little bit smaller here. Push it down. In fact, let's actually do this little thing. Make my face round. That always seems to work a little bit better. You can see Bitcoin coming down right now. It's been a pretty bad last hour and a half to 2 hours, you could say. Just generally coming down, plus that last half an hour or so. Really coming down here. But on the weekly chart, we had talked about this. I was sick yesterday, so what was this? Monday? No, Tuesday, excuse me. We had talked about this already. Remember, breaking down below the 20-week moving average, that's where you get the nasty moves. We've already been through this so many times, and I don't want to sound repetitive, but that's basically what's happening from a technical perspective on top of the bad news we got today, already compounding the bad momentum we've had for a few weeks now. All right? So now it's kind of, when do you guys want to start buying? What are the opportunities out there for each individual coin? Because some coins are going to be very good. Some coins are not going to be great at all. However, right now we are seeing that bigger breakdown. It's not that pleasant. You can see altcoins above my head just screaming red. The green is basically Leo right here, and Leo does its own thing, as you guys might imagine. And Bitcoin dominance is going up as well. Interesting thing here, though, on the daily chart, well, we already had the momentum shifting over the last few days. What was that? Yeah, on Tuesday, right? We went bearish. We broke down below the moving averages. We retested resistance, old support. And then, here we are coming down today. And that's fine. We already knew all this stuff was going to be happening here. But what's the next stop? Right now, there's probably a few different ways to do it. But I think for me, at this point in time, there's always a support level right here versus right here versus right here versus right here. The simple ones. I'm going to add on a Fibonacci extension tool here. And it worked right there. It could be working right here. We don't know. I might buy if we break down below 107,500. All the way down here to 104,000. I think that would be my buy zone here. That's a little aggressive, I would say. A lot of people probably are going to be fine buying right here in this zone, but I'm going to be a little bit greedy because, like I said, I already have a bunch of tokens at this point. I don't really have to do too much else for my portfolio before I think we have a nice rally going into October. And I think, again, this is where the pain comes in. You zoom out on Bitcoin. Let's just go to the weekly chart. Bitcoin's still fine. Let me get rid of the oscillators. Bitcoin's still fine. Even with this nasty move this week, Bitcoin's fine. we're the same price where we're back over here just what, a month ago? Same prices were like a couple months ago, 3 months ago, right? We haven't really changed that much. Bitcoin's been slow and boring and not as exciting. Fine. It's the things like Ethereum. Remember we were talking about Ethereum breaking down? Look at that. Broke down below support, booming down right now. Ethereum is down around 7%. Talked about Solana yesterday. Resistance levels up here. Honestly, it was kind of interesting because it broke out above a few times. But now we were talking about that trend line. It's breaking down below that trend line. Solana might go all the way down to 180 or so. Dogecoin, we were already talking about this having that breakdown. But again, moving averages matter, especially if you go through like Ethereum and you go through the dailies and you see how just like Bitcoin, this thing started to break down. You go over here to Solana. This thing was already breaking down over the last few days. Today was another breakdown below moving average. So you guys had a lot of opportunities, I would say. I would just say that I know a lot of you probably weren't trading because you got work or something like that. And I woke up early today. I was like, damn, I know something probably is going to happen. I mean, I didn't get a chance to stream with you guys yesterday. So we're just going with the motions, guys, going with the motions. But I want to let you guys know, it's always nice that we kind of knew this was coming, right? Now, as far as everything else in the market, because we're going to come back to technicals here in a little bit, and we're just going to kind of stick with the technicals for a while. Jobless claims tumbled to 218,000, well below estimates despite fears of labor market weakness. So now people are saying, oh my God, if the labor market isn't this bad, are we going to have more rate cuts? That type of stuff, okay? Next up, as far as the rest of the market, you're just seeing red across the screen. OKB is up a little bit. IP story is down 28% right now. Just a lot of red. Gold is up a little bit. A lot of downward moves. What's up right now? We have Plasma and OKB, really the only things up. And I would say Plasma is really the only thing. Not much at all. What's trending right now? Ethereum, Bitcoin, Aster. Ooh, Aster is down 22%. That thing is coming down. Plasma's up, taking its place. Aster Inu is up a little bit though. So there's money moving around. Just not a lot as you might imagine, but there's money moving around. Let me go over here to our portfolios because I bet they are just doing horrible. Oh yeah, my account is down 6% today. Holy moly. Yeah. $16,000 wiped out. Shit. 6% on the main portfolio. Again, we're still up 20%. We're fine there. Fartcoin Mania is down 50%. Fartcoin, oh my God, this is why we didn't put much money there. And the high risk one is now down 20% here. And we're seeing some losses across the board on this one. Like you can see a lot of stuff above my head. Ooh. Okay. And Cointelegraph, they didn't really have much news here. It was some hot stories, and it says bull market, cycle hits late phase, stuff like that. Not too crazy. One last thing before we just dive into Bitcoin technicals, whatever altcoins you guys want to talk about today. I have started to do articles again, and I've been writing articles using the help of AI, basically doing a bunch of different shit. But you guys will see longer posts from now on. And like, for example, this is a post just talking about the jobs that if you wanted to see like a deep understanding of what's happening with the jobs data, I basically use as much room as YouTube gave me to write all this stuff down. I think I get like 10,000 characters. So this is about 9,500 characters. So yeah, so you get a bunch of stuff in here. Hope you guys enjoy them. I'm going to be talking about whatever the big news of the day is. I'll have a little post right here if you guys want to use it. Most of you guys don't like to read posts and articles. I get it. But if you guys do, it's a new resource for you guys. Especially as I start tilting it towards more like where the investments are going to be for the future, like, quantum, AI, that type of stuff for the smaller niche type of companies or the smaller niche type of tokens that people don't know about. All right. So Bitcoin's still coming down. We can go over here to the 5-minute chart. You can see we're coming down quite hard, actually. We're all the way down to 109,218. Just not a good day for people, I would expect. But again, this is why we already had talked about all this stuff in the past few weeks, because unfortunately, we had this conversation where I told you guys I'm going to have to go with the technicals over the rate cut because the technicals really never steer me wrong, where Jerome Powell steers me wrong like every few months, right? So I still think we're going to be going up down the road, but this is unfortunately something that we saw coming that is coming to fruition. And I think what made this even a little bit worse is there was hope built in, right? So we had this negative sell signal way back over here, right? Everything turning bearish right over here, right, as that nasty move. we went up a little bit before starting to come back down. So we're probably going to see this week be pretty bad, then next week be pretty bad, and then we're probably going to try to cool off a little bit and then try to consolidate and break out sometime in mid-October. But I don't think this is going to be some disastrous move that lasts for months and months and months. It goes all the way back down here. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think people that are over levered up in altcoins, they're going to be in pain because you might see Ethereum actually break down below this trend line here. Excuse me. Break down below the 20-week moving average, and you may see Ethereum come all the way back down anywhere between 3,400, and if things get really bad, probably as far down as 3,000. That would be the danger for a lot of people out there, because again, people seem to forget whenever Ethereum has these nice little rallies, it can come down hard. Solana, same type of thing. We're breaking towards the 20 and 50-week moving averages. We're probably going to try to settle on that around 182. Then if things get really bad with Bitcoin next week, I think Bitcoin next week is the big what if moment here. Then we're probably going to see us come down all the way down towards like $150, $160. All right. And of course, Bitcoin dominance is skyrocketing back up right now. Got a little resistance that we talked about. All right. Probably best to go to the 15 though. That way you guys can actually see how big of a drop this has been. This has been a pretty nasty morning. When did the move actually happen, though? Did it happen right as the market opened up or no? Yeah, we had a nasty move when the market opened up. We tried to retest and break out again. We tried to retest and break out again. And after that third try, we just weren't able to do it. Oh, excuse me, second try. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But if you guys have any questions about the overall market, the job stuff, a specific token, let me know, because we're just going to be basically watching Bitcoin go down here for a little bit. Chilling, smoking a cigar. I wish I had some whiskey or some scotch or something like that, but I don't want to walk over to my bar. Let me see what's going on right here. Hey DJ, good to see you live, brother. I'm trying to hand this still. Really hope this bull run is not over and Doge can reach new highs. I mean, I didn't sell anything of consequence before this type of move happened. But we've been talking about this for a while, so it sucks when you know something's coming, but it's very hard to time it exactly, right? Like, so one of the things that we had talked about, I think it was, this was like a couple weeks ago. Typically, when Bitcoin comes into contact with the 20-week moving average, we typically try to bounce off of it once. But this was a very weird bounce because we closed above it, opened below it, got back above it, and now we're breaking down, right? Like on here, we went down below it, but came back up, we bounced, and then we came back down. It was a really crazy bounce, but that's what we did. Back over here, we bounced, then the second time we came down, right? Over here, well, we bounced, then the second time came down below, and then this one we bounced, then came down below. This one we bounced. Oh no, we didn't even break down below on that one. But it's something that we see happen quite a bit, right? Bounced, then broke down below the next time we retested it. This one we didn't even bounce. We just kind of broke down because there was so much fervor going on. So, but most of the time we have 1 week where we bounce off that 20 weeks. So that's usually a good opportunity to try to hop in and buy and then make some money. But in this circumstance, you know, the bounce happened like a whole month beforehand, which kind of sucked. So you kind of trying to eye it up everything, and at the same time we were opening below the 20-week moving average, which made things a little bit more complicated. Let's go back over here. Yeah, we should be okay though. Turkey sanctions are ending, so I'm picking up Turkey's razor worth 1/3 of its stock price in Coca-Cola's bottle company there that handles the Middle East and Stan countries. Oh. Why are the sanctions ending? I'm confused. That's gonna be interesting. I should look into that one. I didn't even know that was going on. I've been so preoccupied with my own stuff. Remember, my birthday is on Monday, but my birthday party is tomorrow. So I've been like moving around all the place. And of course, a bunch of crazy shit always happens around my birthday when it comes to Bitcoin, I think. Let me see. This time we had a little bit of a drop. That wasn't too bad, actually. This one had a little bit of, okay, no, actually not that bad, not that bad. Maybe it's always the week before my birthday. All right. Should we do some TA on Dogecoin? Yeah, Dogecoin hasn't really changed all too much as far as the technical analysis on it. We're still in this kind of weird little bullhorn, if you will. So We've been trying to get out of that little system for a minute. We haven't found a reason to break out. This thing has already had a few breakdowns over the last few weeks, but they haven't really been consequential because the momentum was strong. And right now the momentum is actually still bullish for Dogecoin. So when you had those breakdowns, you didn't really think of them all too much, right? At this point in time, the momentum is still there. Now the RSI and stochastic may be a little bit more shaky, but they're still fine overall. You can kind of see that format here. So what you're actually looking for, I would say, is to see if Bitcoin can actually, not Bitcoin, Dogecoin actually breaks down below the 20-week moving average. This thing has been bouncing off there for a while now. If we have a bad week next week when it comes down to that and we break down below it, you're probably going to be coming back down below 18 cents most likely. So that's the pain that's going to probably happen with Dogecoin if Bitcoin can't get a pop next week. But overall, when you zoom out to the monthly chart, Dogecoin's still doing fine. It's grinding, it's grinding, it's grinding, it's grinding. Right now, you're also resting on top of the 20-month moving average. I don't really use the 20-month moving average for much, but you can see there's a little bit of resistance and support kind of built in there. Not enough for me to look at it all the time. But Dogecoin, it's still going higher. And until it really starts to break down below this type of trend line, I'm actually fine to keep on holding it. And I'm happy to keep on holding it. But right now, it's just in a consolidation trend. When you look at the monthly chart, it's not nearly as bad as a bunch of other stuff, right? So you go over here to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's fine on the monthly chart. Ethereum, fine on the, it's going down, sure, but you can see there's a support level. By the end of the month, hopefully, we're still going to be above that support level. We may dip down below it temporarily, but by the end of the month, we should be back above it. That's my hope, at least. Solana, right? Up against the level of resistance. Not really too much carnage there, but getting rejected on that level of resistance. Dogecoin, just talked about that. Trump token, you don't want to own that right now. Milan, yeah, let's just get Milani token. Whiff, a little bit more difficult. Bonk, a little bit more difficult, right? Miro, difficult. Baby Doge, difficult. Book of Meme, and you guys are wondering why I wasn't dollar cost average or anything. I was like, nah, I'm okay. I don't need a dollar cost average bunch of stuff. That's an old breakout thing, but you can see over here, Sheeb not doing as great. Sheeb, I don't know why Sheeb couldn't keep up with Dogecoin this year. It's very interesting. But yeah, I think last time I checked, Pepe was still doing okay. Yeah, Pepe's still doing okay. But again, it's still much higher than what it was back in 2023. Not a bunch of tokens can say that at this point in time. Mana Sand, kind of iffy, right? Right. Still hoping they can go higher. With these types of tokens, you just want to buy on this bottom part, and you got to wait. Sometimes it'll take some time, whatever, but when it pops, and you can have some really nice moves. NMR, okay, but not really good at all. Fetch, not really great. World token, okay, it had a nice little pop. You know people want to buy this. It's just a shame because you go over here to the weekly chart. Right, we had this breakout, right, with all the bullish momentum and stuff. Just did not carry the day because it was just a bad timing because Bitcoin kind of stole the thunder. All right, but yeah, Dogecoin's still fine right now. But watch out for those moving averages. They're going to be a pain. And here's Bitcoin still falling down even more. This thing is just, woo, this thing is coming down hard. What's the stock market right now? Dow Jones is down 0.5%. The SPY is down 0.8%. And the NASDAQ is down 1%. And the Russell is down 1%. All right. King Griffin knocks Trump's corporate deals. Nah, he wants to have those corporate deals. He just can't get one. Let's see. Nothing really going on. Robert Kraft is selling the Patriots majority. Good for him. Get out of that while it still has some. Tom Brady leaving was a horrible thing for them. What's right here? And hey, Mo, happy to see you. Let's see all those Jeffrey files. Hey, Mattis, you never sell new round trips. Remember, when you have those moves, they don't last for too long. I think what was different about this time was the fact that Ethereum was booming up for a few weeks at a time, right? So normally, you know, a lot of tokens, they go up for a few weeks and then kind of die off. Ethereum kind of gave some hope to people. Solana, slowly grinding, right? Go over to Doge. Doge is more realistic to the average coin. Rips up, comes down, rips up, comes down. Miro rips up for a couple weeks, few weeks, comes down, rips up. So I think it's just understanding that this new cycle that we're in, it's just so different that we can't really hold tokens for a long period of time unless you're specifically playing for altcoin season. Remember, that's what we were doing with these portfolios. These portfolios, well, this is my main point, but these portfolios, excuse me, these ones are meant for altcoin season. That's why I told you guys if I was doing this in a different way, I would have sold the majority of my Crow because Crow popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, heck yeah, right? Bubble maps, I would have held on to that stuff, but all that type of stuff. The Fartcoin Mania, I mean, I would have probably just held this to see what happens because sometimes I'm just curious like that. But the high risk one, we had a few of these suckers boost up real crazy over the last few months. Remember, we just did this in July 4th. It's like Live Peer. Oh, I guess I can't. Can I go over there? Yeah. All right. July 4th is over here. It rallied up a little bit, but not really enough to make it worth our while. So I probably would have been stuck holding that one. Maple Syrup Finance. This one's only been coming down since I bought it, Maple Syrup Finance. I was hoping it would do better, but it hasn't. Yeah, that one's down 30%. Aerodyne Finance. I'm not going to go through all these because I know we got stuff to do. But yeah, I bought this down here. Went up higher. Went up. But I bought it at 73 cents. It went as high as like $1.30. Almost 100%, right? So it just depends, on how you want to run each portfolio. For me, like I told you guys, I'm holding all this stuff for these portfolios with you guys. These are all for like planning on selling them sometime in November, December. I would say November, December. Because you can already see, actually, when you zoomed out a little bit, you saw how we've been stagnant for a while on most of those tokens over the weekly charts. We're getting towards the point where eventually we're going to have that nice little rally coming again. But damn, you got to, get rid of them. Turkey-Trump Gaza deal? I'm surprised Trump is really still doing anything about Gaza. I don't think anything's really been going on with Gaza over the last few months as far as it relates to like America being involved. Turkey getting F-35s and Patriots. Oh, wow. And hey, Walter, happy to see, Bitcoin's not looking so good right now. It's definitely not a pleasant experience, but we knew it was happening. It's kind of crazy to remember all the patterns that got us here, though. But that's why I like to trust the weekly charts. That weekly MACD gave us a false sense of hope, didn't it? Because it was the how should I describe it? It was a false sense of hope because we had a little bit of a pop, but also everybody put all of their eggs in the basket when it came to the rate cuts, right? And that's why I was like, I don't know if it was a members video. I think I did a members video about it, but I also just talked about it like on stream about how I don't really want to be buying up here right now. I think we're going to go low because the bearish oscillators, if you will, and has it's like, no, I got enough tokens. If I want to buy some more, I'll wait for the prices to come down. And right now, we're getting close to where I want to buy them. If Bitcoin drops another $2,000-3,000, I'll be there. Really, even just $2,000. But we're going to have a pop here eventually. Let me go over here to the 30-minute chart. Maybe it'd be worth buying some up tonight. Yeah, but that'd be more of a day trade, not a swing trade. I should have another tutorial coming out for you guys as well. Those tutorials are actually doing pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with them. But I'm also going to be doing some news articles and things like that. I just got to figure out how I want to structure them. And then, I also met with a guy. Nothing's final, but I may have a full-time editor that's in America coming up. It'll be a little bit of investment, sure, but like from what I've like just talking with him, he's a really chill guy. He knows what he's talking about. And he's a friend of a friend, so he's a really good guy. So I may have big old editor that can come up and give me a video every week, and I'm talking about the the mega channel quality where it's like a 15 minutes of pure excellence. But think of like Andrew Jick or Graham Stephan, right, with kind of more of the entertainment stuff. But I actually put hard data in the videos so you guys have a clear understanding of the hard data but an educational content. And I feel like I can use that to really grow the channel a lot more. So that's going to be exciting too. Waldo, I still think we have a little bit more room to come down here as far as everything on the stock market. And again, this just goes back to some of the other charts we've been looking at. So this is Bitcoin, of course, but Dow Jones, right? Right now, like in most things, we're still in a general good move. Now, it will probably be choppy. It won't be like a perfectly like woo type of thing, right? NASDAQ still going good, fine. SPY still going great, awesome. The monthly bearishness on here doesn't really matter all too much. What happened here was Liberation Day tariffs. That kind of screwed up a lot of the market. But you go over here to the weekly charts, right? You're creeping a little bit. You're creeping down a little bit on that SPY. You're creeping down a little bit on that NASDAQ. And you're creeping down a little bit on that Dow Jones, right? So S&P specifically, it's creeping down. The daily is already bearish. It just turned bearish today, right? And what's happening? We have some moving averages. Again, it's not like that we break down in a nasty day. It's like during those times we just have a nasty move down and you buy below the 20, and it's typically been okay. It's typically been okay here during this rally if you've been able to buy underneath the 20. Now, this is all the way back in 2024. Again, tariffs. I don't think we're going to have any tariff scares, and if we do, I'm sorry, because we're going to go down a little more. But I would try to buy somewhere between the 20 and the 50, and anywhere in that I'd feel happy to buy. If it decides to go all the way to the 50, I'd bite hard. I'd buy heavy. At least that's my plan if it does. But again, sometimes we even go below that. But this is a little bit of a different cycle, as you might imagine, from what we were experiencing back over here during like election season. Everybody had a different policy. The policies that everybody said they were going to do, not everybody kind of followed through on them. So we're kind of in like a different environment. Let's just say that. Well, there's a little bit of a boost right there. This is what we're probably looking for. Yeah. You're going to see all the day traders try to hop into this sucker and make some money off of it. Seeing a bullish crossover from the oscillator. How has this been working out? Oh, for day trading, it's actually not been bad. Yeah. This 5-minute chart. Ooh, that's not. Ooh. I've been looking for new strategies as of late. And I think the core of my strategies has not been the MACD of late. It's been I don't know why I'm talking like as of late. It's been the stochastic indicator. I like that stochastic I have put on my charts. There you go. There we go. A little bit of breathing room for Bitcoin, though. A little bit of breathing room for Bitcoin. I wonder if there's any news breaking today. I woke up a little bit early, but I didn't get a chance to do my morning little routine of drinking a coffee outside and looking over the news of the day as far as X and stuff like that. Judge, that's Comey, Erdogan. Oh, yeah. Let's see what Erdogan's saying. Turkey is a big problem in this world. Let's see. Trump is fucking hilarious. He doesn't even mean to be hilarious. That face is just like, damn, I gotta do some shit. This meeting is not exactly the way I wanted it to go. Look at all the fucking gold behind him. Dear fucking lord. Okay. And nothing about Bitcoin. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a government shutdown coming. Yeah. October 1st. Oh, that's only a few days away. Yeah. All right. I doubt Democrats would shut down the government. They almost did it last time, But when the Republicans shut down the government a while ago, it backfired so bad. So I don't think Democrats want to go into that playbook. The last time they backed down, I would expect them to back down again. Yeah, I'd expect them to back down again. I think the Democratic bill that they're trying to push, it gets money for healthcare, but it also gets money for NPR. And Republicans hate NPR with a passionate fear because why should government dollars go towards a very liberal organization that does not do anything to really give you balanced narratives? It's more left type of thing. That's when we view the Republicans. And honestly, they're kind of right about NPR. But NPR has some really knowledgeable people, but should be paid for the government's money? No. Embrace your capitalism. Make some money off of your self-talking. I can do it. You can do it. Okay. Sean Alexander. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I know him. I'm a Seahawks fan. Oh, my God. He has 14 kids. Dude, relax a little bit. This is where you need to own some Bitcoin for all those kids. Holy shit. 14 kids. With the same woman. Loyalty. With Bitcoin, you can fly. Yeah. He's becoming more meme-like, and I don't know if I want him to be more meme-like. I feel like I want him to be, like, more distinguished. But you know what? I can't control him. 110K Bitcoin a month ago, 110 Bitcoin now. God, everybody keeps fucking around. Why are you telling me Bitcoin dumped more than 10K in 7 days without any major negative news? This is pyramid. Man, people need to understand how fucking technicals work. You know, one of the things that I was always surprised about doing YouTube and doing all my research on books and stuff like that, me just reading a bunch of like technical analysis for dummies and stuff, was how many people think technical analysis is not real. You can't use technical analysis to make money. And I'm like, dude, like, what makes technical analysis so useful is that everybody with money believes in it. Algorithms believe in it, right? So if they believe in it, that starts going into something called animal spirits. But if everybody sees Bitcoin hitting that 20-week moving average on the first attempt, and everybody generally knows that Bitcoin bounces off of it, why wouldn't you try to hop in there with everybody and take your chances with a stop loss or something like that, and then ride the wave, right? People don't seem to understand that's a large part of technical analysis. Now, again, if you're using some obscure indicator or something, sure, maybe it's not going to be as useful. But if you can find a pattern, that's what becomes useful, right? Someone just bought $171 billion worth of Bitcoin. I'm assuming that means million, not billion. Jesus, that's a lot of Bitcoin, though. They're enjoying it. Is Andrew Tate out of jail? I keep on forgetting. Let's see. Look, babe, my $200 Bitcoin is now $190 now. After dedicating my entire life to YouTube, all 4 of my channels just got deleted for dangerous content. Yeah. Interesting. Nah, man. YouTube is yeah, it happens. I mean, I lost my channel at one point, so you know, it happens to everybody. I wonder if it's just algorithms or something like that. Who knows? But what was the channel that he had? What was his channel though? Luke Mikic. Luke Mikic. Luke Mikic. Luke. Damn, his phone's about to die. social blade, I guess, is probably the best way to do this. Yeah, it's not even showing up on any of the charts. Let's go to today. Let's see. No research facts. Oh shit, yeah. He's been wiped. Okay, well then let's go. Bitcoin Prague. I wonder if he was pushing meme coins or something. That's the one thing YouTube is like slowly attacking is the meme coins there. And hey, Kilo, happy to see my man Loki Treats. It's been a while. Yeah, give me 1 second. I don't know where he's at. He might be outside. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me finish my train of thought because I will freaking forget because I'm horrible at this. Oh, Reddit. There you go. Nothing. Past 24 hours? Nothing. Oh wow. Okay, hold on a second here. Loki. He's coming in from outside. There you go. Well, hold on. Let me do something here first. Edit filters. Do this. There we go. There you go. I'll give him 2 treats. Ooh. Let's see. First one's gonna be small. The second one's gonna be larger. There's a treat. I don't know if you can see him here. You can see his little ears. Look. He was outside chasing squirrels. There you go. Would you like one more? This is a big one though. It's a buffalo treat. One of his favorite foods is buffalo. Buffalo just happens to cost a lot of money. Yeah, good boy. Try to get a look at the camera though. He's actually camera shy if you think about it. Good boy. And off he goes. Yeah, I appreciate you, Kilo. Hopefully able to make some money on what do you call off of this catastrophe of a day. It's definitely an interesting day for sure right now. But I like that Bitcoin's bouncing up a little bit. And hey, Villa, happy to see my man. Oh, I should tell you this because Kilo will probably like this. So I have a plan for the next year for the channel. It's to build the website, and the website, you guys know. Let me pull this back up here. Bitcoin's actually bouncing right now, so this is a good thing. And hey, Kira, happy to see you. You guys know the website's being built up. It's taking a minute, sure, whatever. But there's going to be glossary, guides, tools, reviews, dollar cost averaging calculator, a bunch of different stuff here. Articles, posts, stuff like that, like really in-depth articles. Like the articles, I think I gave you guys on YouTube, the maximum was like 10,000 characters. And I think each word is like 7 to 8 characters, right? Maybe average of 4 characters, like that. So only like, 400 something words. Whereas the in-depth articles that I'm going to be making, they're going to be like 3,000 words. So if you guys really want to do a deep dive into a topic, you guys are going to have the ability to do that. Now, it's being built out, obviously. But what was I going to say? So when this starts turning a profit, let's say it's making me like $2,000 a month, which will take some time, obviously. My goal is to take a few $100 of that, and then I want to get a Bitcoin versus Ethereum live stream on. I want to do a specific Bitcoin live stream, and then a Solana one. It'll be Solana with XRP. I'm not going to just give them each their own one. And then there's going to be one where whatever the big viral token of the week is, it's going to be that token. And as long as it's building momentum week by week, I'll have it on the charts for you guys. I don't know how I'm going to have it set up yet, but I think that's going to be something good to do here. So get ready for that next year. I used to have so many more live streams, right? But they all kind of died off with crypto kind of lost its popularity. But my views have been going up a little bit here. And I got with my tutorials and stuff like that. Yeah, I got 76,000 views over the last week, which is like 20% more than normal. Watch time is pretty similar. I got more subscribers than normal. I made $114. Not that it's like a crazy amount, but still. I didn't make a video yesterday, obviously, because I was feeling a little sick, but you guys already knew that. Intel's been good. Oh, man, Intel, the government got involved with Intel. All of a sudden, it's making money. Intel is a really poorly run company. But if they can get somebody that can really transform it, it'll be a lot different. Intel's had this issue for years, though. Intel has been bad for years and years. And that's why the government stepped in, because, again, they want to have some competition when it comes to all this AI stuff. They don't want it to just be NVIDIA and AMD. They want to have Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA fighting it out, giving us consumers lower prices. And then we also just want to have a variation of products out there, because NVIDIA is good, but like I can tell you right now, my graphics card is messed up from the time I bought it from NVIDIA. I need to get a new one before my warranty expires next year. Rather than have them put it together for me. But yeah, I mean, like you need to have some diversity when it comes to this AI trade. Ooh. You want technicals on Solana? So Solana's in a kind of a painful situation right now. Right now it's bouncing. I'm just like Bitcoin. But on the weekly chart, it's kind of heading for down here around $180 unless Bitcoin's able to pop off by next week. So right now you're seeing a little bit of a rejection, which is surprising. I mean, it's not even a rejection because we've broken above it a few times, but let's see. There you go. So you're a little bit of a danger zone right now because this thing is breaking down a tad, and all of a sudden you can see it can break down below the 20 and the 50 at the same time. If that happens and Bitcoin really goes into a bad way, let's say Bitcoin goes down below 100,000, right? Then you would see Solana coming back down all the way to like 144. I don't think we're going to be that bad, but I do think we may wick down below these moving averages and try to bounce off going into the next few weeks. I'm hoping that we don't have a confirmed breakdown, because that means Solana would trickle sideways for a minute before actually having those larger moves, which kind of makes sense because I'm talking about us having a larger move in the second half of October, not the first half. So we could definitely spend the next 3 weeks and then booming up a little bit higher, all while maybe not having the MACD turn bearish. But the MACD for Solana is not as useful as it is for Bitcoin. You can see there's a lot of choppiness in the weekly charts, like bearish right here, bullish right there. You know, you don't want to really deal with that type of stuff too much. But pull this out. Some of these short-term technicals have been doing okay. Not great, but I would say okay, right? And in this circumstance, it hit you one target. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, you guys know I use Fibonacci's. I do the one target here. I believe by default, I think this left line is gray, I think it is. Yeah, it's gray, and it's not log. So if I go out here, it's gray. Yeah. Can I go back? There you go. So I like to use the white line because it's really bright. We hit our price target there. We might have had an opportunity to break out if it wasn't for Bitcoin coming down, obviously. Oh, shit. I don't like holes in my clothes, and it also hurts if it burns. But let's go to the daily chart very fast. He might have a bounce tomorrow. Then at worst, maybe it comes down to 175 at worst. What's the 20-week moving average here? Yeah, it could wick down below that, then come back up. Yeah, there's also some support from over here. Decent order block right there. You could say right below that Fibonacci line. Oh no, it reset everything. That looks ugly as a mofo. No background, thicker lines. One is now white. And log scale. Yeah, you're probably gonna have a bounce tomorrow. That's our first big Fibonacci level there. If we take log off, did we bounce off of the other one though? Bounce for a day. That wasn't really a big help, was it? Yeah, you might have a bounce tomorrow. That could be a little bit of a breather for some of us. It might fall down even further come this weekend, but I think you might actually have a bounce coming up for Solana. You're just seeing that breakdown happening right there, though. I broke down, I guess, over here, so it can just continued. Yeah, it's going to be bearish for a little bit, but I think at least tomorrow you might have a little bit more of a pop coming back from Solana. You're going to see a lot of people buying that level right there and it's having a short-term stop loss. So, oh yeah, talk about pretty accurate. You're going to see people buying right now with a stop loss like at 192, 190, somewhere over here, and letting it see if it can ride back up. Can it stabilize a little bit? Still too choppy for me, but if you want to go just off of that support level, there is a buying opportunity there. Short stop loss. Of course, Bitcoin's booming back up a little bit as well. All right, there we are. I have a trade going on with Ampy this morning. Is it working out? Oh, it's making out? That's good. I took a yellow on PTNM. Stop PTM. Hold on. PTNM. I can't say NM that well. Oh, interesting. Hong Kong. It's up 17. Oh, shit. 17% today. That thing is moving. Market cap of 232. Oh, yeah. You're playing with the meme stocks. Not even a meme stock. It's a real stock, but like meme stock, meme coin market cap. There you go. Oh, wow. This thing has been all over the place, hasn't it? Not much data there either. Not much data at all. Oh my god, yeah. Wait a second. Why does it say 14.99? I don't even think this thing is connected properly because this thing only says like 3% higher. It must be a lagging thing right now. Seems to be making you get some good money though. Just don't forget to scale out, right? Shady stock, you know, who cares? Shady stock, you know? Kilo, we've all traded shady stocks. As long as you make the right trade, you're fine. And as long as you understand there's like a limited amount of liquidity, you're fine. But if the volume is much higher than normal, I think you should be okay. Like, let me go over here. PTNM. Oh yeah, just boosted up 5-10 minutes ago. Oh yeah, there it goes. Oscillators. There you go. 4 hours just went bullish. Last one, the 4 hours went bullish. It did a nice little move. Yeah, this could be a solid place. Be careful of the options, but you can see there's like a limited amount of liquidity here. But this may not be a liquid. Oh, hold on. Was it halted today? Doesn't look like it. TS. So that's just a liquidity thing. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Just have some limit orders then to help you out. To make sure you know it doesn't. Like, if you don't do a limit order selling, as you already know, Kilo. For everybody else though, it could keep on pushing the price down lower and lower. You want to create a wall there so people have to buy at your price unless somebody undercuts you, which I guess could happen in theory. But at this point, it's popping. People are going to be very excited. This is one of those types of coins where I like to stock sim. I like to scale out of it real fast. Ooh, there we go. All right. Let's go back to Bitcoin very fast. It's running up against our first little level of resistance. Nothing too bad. Yeah, 20 hasn't been too much of an issue so far today. When buy Dogecoin, I'm probably going to buy Dogecoin next week. SPX, if Bitcoin's fine right now, you can buy up a lot of different tokens and assets. But again, Bitcoin right now is still bearish in this medium term. So it's more of a day trade type of thing and not like a, I'm buying right now for like 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, something like that. If you want to buy right now because you had a massive dip over the last few weeks and you want to be able to sell this during altcoin season, yes, this is a good time for that. But when you say buy and stuff like that, if there's no time horizon, sure, if you buy, most likely it'll go up eventually. But like, how long do you really willing to hold, right? Yeah, I know it's Kilo. Happy to help you out. You've been here for a long time, Kilo. A long, long time. That's why that's why I was talking to you about those new 24-hour charts I'm going to have next year, because I want to have a bunch. But I'm also going to be setting up another channel here pretty soon, and this channel is going to be the channel that actually makes sense for me to set up a second one. This one's going to be like my main YouTube channel, but it's going to be for the Crypto Manual website. So basically, when I have, let's say I have a glossary, right? And I say, again, it's being built out, but let's say there's a word called Bitcoin, right? I'm going to make a video saying, here's what Bitcoin is, and it'll be part of the entire description of what Bitcoin is, the definition, all that type of stuff, right? And instead of just having, hey, everybody, this is what Bitcoin is, yada, yada, with some animations, it'll be on the other one, right? So I'll let you guys know when that's coming out. I'm really hoping to make that like the front door for the crypto world. It's a big aspiration, trust me, I know. But I think Investopedia takes for granted cryptocurrency, crypto news, right? Top news, right? Stock news, government, stock market, CDs. Yuck. I want to have crypto, and then maybe a job support about crypto, right? But everything relates to crypto. Every article is going to have something to do with cryptocurrency. If I talk about CDs, I'm going to talk about how CDs are trash versus earn programs on like Coinbase or something, right? So a much different environment. Like right now, I only have a few $100 in my Coinbase account, and I've been using it for spinning and stuff like that. And it's been giving me like 25 to like 40 cents a day in Bitcoin. Now, is that a lot? No, but that's much more than a freaking CD. That's much more than my bank would give me, right? And I can spend this money willy-nilly. So, you know what I mean? We hope that Bitcoin and Ethereum expirations tomorrow will add buying pressure. If anything, volatility. I think Bitcoin can easily have a nice bounce tomorrow. Again, it's not like every time we fall, it's not like there's like buy. Like you can see, we fell down quite a bit over here. We saw a nice day, and over here at least, there's not going to be much resistance coming along. That's going to be great. What's going to be fun though is once you kind of find a bottom here, we can start putting new Fibonacci levels up for Bitcoin and seeing what's going to happen next. These Fibonacci's have been kind of all over the place. The longer term ones, as you guys know, are kind of my favorite things. Oh, this is the okay longer term shit. That's why. Okay. Right. They usually do pretty well, but you can see how like kind of just blew through that one, only hit that one, right? So, meh. The longer term ones are the ones I trust when it comes to Bitcoin right now. There's been so much focus on data. All of a sudden, everything goes pop crazy, boop, 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 just with the data coming in. Like whether it be FOMC, inflation data. And tomorrow we have inflation data. Tomorrow we have PCE inflation data. All right. And I won't even be live to talk to you guys about it because I'm celebrating my birthday tomorrow. So I'm not going to do anything as far as works related. All my friends are like adamant. You are not working on the day you celebrate your birthday, not working on your birthday. So I'm taking Friday off and I'm taking Monday off. But I will be live streaming like most of the day on Saturday. It'll be very chill and relaxing, but something tells me we're going to have some volatility to talk about. So it'll be chill. And I haven't done a really good 3-hour stream in a minute. So I think it'll be fun. And I'm going to try to do one tutorial over the weekend that could probably launch on Monday and let the members see it for a couple days before it goes live. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll have a members stream on Sunday. It'll be a members chill stream though. Basically, because I only have like maybe 20, 30 members. I will just chill by my computer with Bitcoin going. I'll maybe be playing some type of video game. And then if somebody pops in to ask a question, I'm like, hey, let's talk for a little bit. I'll turn off the video game and we'll just have a discussion as long as they want to. And when they say bye, I go back on my video game and somebody else comes in. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, right. So that'd be kind of fun thing to do. But yeah, has the FIFA ended? Short term, yes. Short term, yes. You can actually already see that level of support kind of building up right there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day here. I got to go clean my house. My grandmother's coming over in a little bit, and my house is, it's a mess. It's a mess. This is my cigar ashtray. I got to empty it. Like, yeah, a bunch of stuff. And since I'm smoking with you guys right now, she's definitely going to smell the cigar in the house. But I got like every window in my house opened up, except from the bottom ones, because Loki could jump out the front window. He's done it before. All my upstairs windows are open. My back patio door is open. Everything's like letting fresh air into the house. And then I'm having my cleaning lady come over, and she's moving all this stuff from my outdoor patio on the second floor down to the garage. So we're going to get some stuff working out. And thanks, Kilo. I'm excited. I'm turning 31 years old. I'm freaking ancient. I started this YouTube channel when I was like 24, 25. Well, I started the crypto part of the channel when I was like 24, 25. I think I started my YouTube channel when I was like 22. But definitely an interesting experience. Now I'm embracing my early mid 30s. I got like 5 gray hairs from stress. Yeah, so we'll see. Thanks, everybody. And I'll be live Tuesday, and I'll tell you guys how my birthday went. Tomorrow, I'll be at a place called the Thunderbird Lounge in Tacoma, or Midland or whatever, and I'll be just smoking up cigars with all my buddies, chilling out. You know, if any of you guys are in the Washington area, feel free to come by the Thunderbird. Have a party. That'll be a good time. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys a little bit later, and thank you guys so much for watching. Kilo, for you, my face is kind of funny very fast because I have it set to this little circular thing. I gotta find a way to actually like adjust it back and forth without having to do it manually. I'm gonna give Loki one more treat because he's been a good boy today. Loki. He might be outside. Okay. I'm gonna yell, but I'm gonna turn off my mic for the yelling. He may come back. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. I've been listening to Yacht Rock while I stream with you guys. Yeah, I don't know who those two guys are, but they got great mustaches. Oh my god, what is Loki at? Loki! Okay, maybe he doesn't want a treat right now, but I'll give him a treat later on for you, Kilo. Okay, so, see you guys a little bit later, and thank you guys. Oh, here he comes. He heard that one. Oh, there you go. One last one. Ooh. Okay, you can have it. You build him up a